Hey, welcome back to the garage, everyone. Your home for the most popular, least watched automotive enthusiast channel on YouTube, where there's nothing scarier than rusted sheet metal on a Mercedes on Halloween. Let's carry on with our spooky adventure by fabricating a corner piece on the rear window channel on our 300 SD. So stick around. We'll be right back after the annoying intro music. All right, welcome back, everyone. We've got a piece of metal here that I've already bent up 90 degree in our new metal brake that we bought during the last episode. And I've got a line drawn out here that'll give us an 11/16 inch measurement from the brake to here. And we'll start off by cutting this dimension. That's working out pretty well. We'll need to reposition each time. I'm sure there are better ways to do this, but this is the way I'm doing it. All right, we got a, surprisingly, got a pretty straight line there with that saw. It's pretty nice. It cuts nice and true, so we'll clean it up a little bit with a sanding disc to true up the line a little bit as we get closer to installation. Next up, we're going to have to cut the downside right here. So after measuring my gap on the car over there, we're going to do 3/8 down from the turn. So I'm going to make a line down 3/8 and we'll cut that. Well, that was easy. All right. All right, we got our little piece of channel here, for lack of a better term. This dimension is about 11/16, and this dimension is about 3/8. These are our starting points. Up next, we're going to make some slits and start to apply some curvature to make it fit the car. All right, here's our piece of sheet metal that we cut out of the car, and we put it on our little piece of cardboard here and drew ourselves a little contour line that we'll use in our fabrication efforts. I think you can see where this is going. This side is that side and the short side is that side. So our goal here is to make this piece conform to this shape. All right, compare that against the line here that we've made. I've made a little progress, but we've got a lot of work to do, so probably tweak that a good bit more and cut a little more metal out of there. Compare it against the line. We're almost there. I'll have to make another slit right over here somewhere, I'm sure. All right, just to show you what we got here. Here's our line, and here's our piece. Right, you can see where this is going, okay? Now, so what I'm going to do next is, I'll probably just do this off camera. I'll go ahead and I'll make one other cut, maybe two. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens. But for sure, another cut, do a little more bending, and then we'll lop this off and get it to our approximate length. All right, I needed a refined shape here. So I took a piece of cardboard, slipped it down into our gap here, and just pressed on it with my fingers. Got an ingrained shape in the cardboard. And then I took that and cut it out with some scissors. So we got a nice shape now. Got a C marking the corner. So now we have a nice little shape that we can use to compare against our work. And you know, we've got our work cut out for us actually, pardon the pun. So I've got a gap here to fill, and there's a turn up in the shape here, so we got to turn that up there. And we've got to flatten this curve out right in here. So I've made another slit there. Probably going to have to make another one out here somewhere. I'm going to keep working this thing and working it until I get these two shapes to match. All right, we've made significant progress, I believe. Had to cut quite a few more slots in it than I originally anticipated. Of course, the curve is a lot greater than the last one we did. So we got a nice shape to go by now. And I think you can tell right away, we are meeting our contour pretty well. It works pretty well. I cut it a little bit longer to length because cutting it too short is bad. So, all right, so let's take a look at this thing and see where we are here. Slip that down into place. It's a little long. That's okay, we'll lop it off. And then the downside is square, but on the car it's not. So what I'm going to do is probably take a grinder and true this up some and knock down some more metal on the car to match the piece. I don't want to match the piece to the car because I need this downside here. I need something to weld to, right? I can't have this too thin. All right, up next I'm going to do some trimming. I'm going to lop off the end of this thing to match our length, and then we're going to get a grinder in here and take off a little more material from the car. All right, let's go ahead and start welding up our little corner piece. I had to stop. I blew a hole right through it the first time I tried it, so I'm going to have to go a little more easy this time. All right, here we go. So let me go ahead and fill in the rest of these booger welds, and we'll see the results in just a few minutes. All right, we're going to knock down some of this metal right in here to get our new piece to line up properly. All right, so that's our gnarly new piece there. You can tell, got a few gaps here and there where the welds are. I'm not a fabricator. That's about best I can do, really. So let's see how well we fit here. I'll have to take off a little bit of length, I think. And I've got a hump right here in the middle. All right, so this is going to be a very tedious process. All right, we've got this thing tweaked pretty good. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. Booger welds all around, but I believe it's got a pretty good fit here. And they got it slipped down in there pretty well. Seems to line up. The height is good here. And the contour is good here. And I just wish it wasn't quite so ugly. But I will say it is way better than a rusted corner. But I think we're going to call this a video for this evening. We'll weld this up maybe tomorrow or the next day. All right, over the next day or two, we're going to weld this corner into place, and we're going to reassess the passenger side corner and see what sort of work we have to do down there. And we have a lot more rust we need to clean up down in this area as well. I also need to go ahead and order some metal treatment chemicals. I think I'm going to go with some Eastwood products on that. And this little piece of metal here may or may not have to come out. I'm not too sure about that. I might have to cut that out. So that's probably this area and the passenger corner, and welding this piece is next up on our agenda. All right, folks, that's about it for right now. I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video, don't forget to click that little bell down below. You guys have a good one, and remember to enjoy restoring your classic Mercedes.